I'm the Simple Car Guy, and in this video I will be removing this old hacked up stock exhaust and installing a brand new stainless steel Catback kit, making my BMW 335 sound like a sports car again. This old stuff was straight piped after the resonator and sounded awful at higher speeds. So let's get rid of it, install the new shiny stuff, and see how it sounds after. And this one's also very heavy. Whew. Alright, so I'm going to be installing this COBB exhaust system on my BMW 335M Sport with the N55 engine. I am very excited because supposedly I should be able to do all of this myself. So I'm definitely very excited to get this installed in my garage. Wow, this looks nice. Look at that. Oh, stainless steel, of course. This looks very impressive for the price, I'll be honest. I am not sponsored by this company. I paid my own hard-earned cash for all of this. With everything out of the box, we can see what comes in this kit and also see the quality of the bends, welds, and craftsmanship. I must say that I'm very impressed with the quality here and cannot wait to hear what it sounds like once installed. Stick around and you won't be disappointed. Of course, before we can install this exhaust, we have to remove the old stuff. And to be safe, I put the car in 4 jack stands and a couple extra ones in the middle to help me support the exhaust and provide extra safety. If you'd like to see this process in detail, check out the video in the top right corner. I think now you can tell why I want to remove this custom job. As you can see, it looks like they just used a regular piece of pipe and it's all rusting out. There's some rusty connections over there. And of course there's no muffler, so it has horrible drone at higher speeds, so it's not very pleasant to drive at anything over 45 miles an hour. Of course, the rest of the exhaust is still very good. It's stainless steel, so it's in good condition, even though this is a 10-year-old car. But I might as well replace the whole thing. And honestly, I did look for something that would have, just the mufflers that you can install. But since this was cut, I would have to weld on some parts and things like that. And well, I don't know how to weld. And every time I went to a muffler shop, they really gave me attitude about smaller jobs or wanted like $400 or $500 for, an hour worth of stainless steel aluminum welding. So for like $1,200, I get a full Catback exhaust, and it should sound and look just awesome. So yeah, let's get this old junk removed and put the new stuff in. Oh yeah, and I did buy myself a pair of these exhaust removal pliers. I think it's gonna make it a lot easier to remove some of the connections in here, as it shows just right there. So I'm going to start by removing this bracing plate here in the middle of the car. All right, and that's off. Now I'm gonna try to remove the 4 nuts from the bolts that go from the catalytic converter to the exhaust pipes right here to the midsection. If you haven't touched these bolts in a while, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult than that. All right, so I just brought you in a little bit closer so you can see, but here's what we have been removing. This is where those bolts were. That's the exhaust running back, and that's the last one from the front here. Okay, so as you can see, this is all loose. So it should basically just come out. Now I gotta go to the back and remove everything else from there. I'm going to reposition my jack under the exhaust here so I can take off those mounts right there. This way it won't fall on my head. I'm also gonna spray them with some WD-40. Should make it a little bit easier to remove. All right, I'm going in. Oh, there you go. There you go. Perfect. And as you can see, that jack worked perfectly. It caught it, so it's not gonna drop. All right, the last part is a couple of hangers right here. And then the whole thing should just drop. Wow, this tool is amazing. I'm so happy that I bought it. Okay, the whole thing is gonna come off now. And just like that, we have no more exhaust in the car. So now we can install our new one piece by piece, which is what makes it awesome. Because obviously, this thing is very heavy. Like this probably weighs, I don't know, 100 pounds. I'm gonna have to see, but yeah, you can take a closer look now also. Yeah, it's getting rusty. I'm sure it would have leaked or it might have already been leaking. Not a very sophisticated job here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm replacing this. This section though, pretty good. So hey, if anyone wants it, let me know. All right, first I'm going to install this pipe right here. It connects to the catalytic converter. So we have the two pipes that are coming in, and it goes into a 3-inch pipe right here. And of course they have included some hardware. So we have your new bolts, and they even have included one of these stoppers for the vacuum line, so you don't have any vacuum codes. And also you have the new gaskets that go between the two pipes. So very nice. So let's go ahead and get these installed. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reuse my old bolts actually, because the holes on here are not wide enough to fit the new bolts. So if you had the down pipe from COBB, you could probably use that, but that's not going to work for me. So I'm just going to reuse the ones I had. Those worked well before anyway. But I am using their gaskets. And to help me support it, so I don't have to hold it with my hands, I'm just going to jack it up with my jack right over there. Just need to get one in so we can have it a little bit easier. And yes, I will put the gasket in just a minute. I just need something to hold it for me here. There you go. That should make it a lot easier for me. I'm feeling slightly claustrophobic here. And it's being held in by itself now. I don't have to support it anymore. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult to see because we are super close under the car. But here's what I've been doing. So I installed this bolt right here with the gaskets. There's one in the back over there, one right in the middle, in the back there, probably can't see that one, and this one here, and that, as you can see, already supports itself and goes over there. So now we just have to do the mid section and the mufflers. All right, so basically we just installed this part right here. Now we're going to do this mid section, and then we'll do the mufflers. The cool stuff with the stainless steel, it's not very heavy. I mean, I can easily hold this up myself, so it's pretty amazing. Come on, okay, it's in. All right, so here's the same thing from the other angle. So you just saw that part over there. And the hard part was getting it to hang just on this one right here. So just one hanger that's gonna hold it in. But yeah, this is like one of the only configurations that works in this car because it's a all-wheel drive vehicle. Yeah, so we're almost here now. Now I'm just gonna put a clamp right there and then install the muffler. Oh, that feels very solid. Love it. Before I finish the install, I wanted to quickly check out this exhaust cutout kit that I received from Flashshard. It features a remote switch that you can operate from inside of the car and easily change the note of your exhaust, going from a mean straight pipe sound right after the catalytic converter to a much more civilized full exhaust system sound. It looks to be well constructed and the TIG welds look professionally done. I would love to hear your opinion down below on whether I should install this to complement my new exhaust system. Check out the link in the description if you'd like to get this exhaust cutout kit for your own car. All right, and now for the big finale. So I think I'm gonna get my jack for this once again because I have to hang it right here, 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 and here. So there's 4 points that this is gonna be secured in. Now just the tips left. These exhaust tips are just so nice. Look at that. Beautiful job. Also, while we're here, let's not forget to plug up the vacuum line that's no longer needed. Alright, now we're gonna install the second exhaust tip, so I'm just gonna try to match the depth that I put the first one in. And that's of course important, but you know, if you wanted to, you can make it like all the way flush, or you can make it stick out as much as you want, really. Like whatever you think looks good. I think this is probably about right, so I'm just gonna make sure it's straight up, which it is. And then you simply put the clamp on. And the very cool thing is that you can adjust these to whatever you want after, which is nice, of course. So, and done. They are as solid as they can be. Perfect. All right, so I pretty much ran out of daylight and it's already dark outside. So I'm not gonna take it for a ride right now, at least not on camera, but what I will do is get it started and let's just see what it sounds like for the first time. And there you have it, guys. It is now fully installed and ready for the road. So how difficult was this to install? I hope I captured the difficulty level in the video, and it did take me almost 2 hours, but I would say if you are mechanically inclined, it is not impossible to do this safely in your own garage, just like I did. It looks as good as I expected installed on the car. And finally, let's go for a drive and check out how it sounds. That's all I have for you today, guys, and I must say I am very happy with this exhaust. It's not overly loud, but still produces a deep growl when you want it to. Most importantly for me, my car no longer sounds like it's missing a muffler and is much more enjoyable to drive at higher speeds. And now that you know how to install an exhaust system, why not check out how I installed wireless CarPlay in this 10-year-old BMW?